we gonna to presentation about our discussion. The topic is about the idiom in novel Oliver Twist by Carlos Dickens. Yeah. So we from group B. The member is Ines Arifatul Al Bukhari, and then Nabila Ramawati, Sabrina Khalisa, and then the last is Arifatul Afnia Humairah. And then we're gonna talk about the definition. The definition about the idiom is a fixed expression whose meaning cannot be understood from the literal meaning of its words. And then the next is about the simile. Simile is a comparison using like or as to show similarity between two things. And then the next is binomial. Binomial is a pair of words often used together in a fixed order and connected by an or. Alright, and then the next is proverb. Proverb is a short wise saying that gives advice or expresses a general truth. And then the next is euphemism, is a polite or softer way to say something unpleasant or sensitive. So, we're gonna talk about the fine idiom. We're gonna to say about the the idiom that we find in this novel. And the first is broke up by hands. It is in chapter 2, page 7. The types is idiom. The meaning is he was battlefield or panicked. The context is about the Oliver was raised without proper maternal care, fed artificially and harshly, highlighting the neglect neglect and cruelty of the workhouse. And then the next is took the hint. It is in chapter 2, past tense. Types is idiom. The meaning is to understand or act on an indirect suggestion. The context about Oliver immediately understood Miss Mann's silence, warning her right at first and changed his response to avoid being punished. So, and the next, we gonna talk about the broke her ass down to earth again. It is in chapter 7, page 40. The types is idiom, the meaning it is idiomatic expressions. It confers the idea of someone returning to reality after being lost in thought or daydreams. The context is this Prase course when Miss Sowerberry is clothing Oliver. She had been daydreaming or staring with emotion, and Oliver was crying profusely, the flood of tears. And then the next is Birds of Sobs. It is in chapter 7, page 41. The types is idiom. The meaning is about the isn't an idiomatic contraction to describe a sudden loud burst of crying. The context is about the when Mr. Brownlow and Miss Between treat him gently and kindly, giving him food, a bath, and not judging him. Oliver is overcome with a mixture of relief, gratitude, and past trauma. These emotions are so strong that he can no longer hold them back. He cries controllably in a burst of sobs.
Okay, the next is still idiom. First is a bug on the ear on the chapter 7, page 43. The meaning is it is an idiom. It refers to a physical blow struck on or around the ear, typically as a form of punishment or reprimand. Context: The sentence is when Miss Sowerberry or the funeral homeowner's wife become angry because Oliver defends his mother from Noah Claypole's insults. Noah insults Oliver's deceased mother, calling her a fell woman. Oliver, usually patient, immediately attack Noah emotionally. The next is burst into flood of tears. On the chapter 7, page 43. The meaning is it is an idiom expression. It conveys the idea of suddenly crying intensely or uncontrollably, often in response to strong emotion. The context is this phrase appears in the early chapter when Oliver is in the workhouse or a shelter for poor children. Next. The next is cut jokes or crack a joke. On the chapter 5, page the meaning is to make fun of someone, which means to mock or ridicule them. The context is Oliver accidentally makes a remark that sounds like he's mocking the Charmerty boy, and the boy gets angry because he thinks Oliver is being disrespectful or someone above him. Next. The next is a drubbing. Chapter 7, page 43. The meaning is it is an idiom. It typically refers to a severe beating or a significant defeat, often used in both literal and metaphorical contexts. The context is this idiom appears when Oliver cries loudly, the flood of tears after being insulted and mocked by Noah Claypole. Miss Mr. Snowberry has no choice but to punish Oliver. Oliver was beaten severely as punishment to teach him a lesson. The next is Feel Upon His Knees, chapter 7, page 43. The meaning is it is an idiomatic expression. This phrase conveys a specific action that signifies reverence, submission, or deep emotion, often used in context or prayer, pleading, or awe. The context is this expression or appear after Oliver endured Noah's taunts and insult about his mother. Oliver held himself back with pride. He had borne the last without a cry, but Noah would hit home where he felt the most emotionally, his mother.
Next is simile. The first is the head house of man saved like some loathsome reptile. In the capture 19, page 124, the meaning is the old man's face was terrifying. The context is like some loathsome reptile described legend moving through that the dark Flexi streets in the salty, creeping way emphasize how sinister, secretive, and repulsive he appears as he prowls at night. The next is Noise as a Moose in the Capture 42, page 289. The meaning is be extremely quiet or don't make a sound. The context is a pigeon's whispered instruction by Bernie to stay absolutely silent to so they can secretly spy on Noah and Charlotte without being detected. The next is Away He Went Like the Wind. In the chapter 10, 8, 6, 3, the meaning is comparing Oliver running sped to the wind. Context is highlights how Oliver bolts through the street at incredible speed, driven by fear and confusion as the entry entire crowd chases him after mistakenly believing he is the thief. Next is You Were Passing Away Like Some Soft Shadow. In the chapter 35, page 225, the meaning is just someone's death or disappearance is peaceful, subtle, and barely noticed like a shadow fading at sunset. The context is expresses Harry's fear that Rose was slowly and gently slipping toward death during the illness, so quickly and diligently that it seemed she might fade out of the life without anyone being able to stop it. In the next is binomial. The first is bread and butter, chapter 2, page 11. The type is irreducible binomial. The meaning is a fixed pair of words, often meaning someone basic food or basic necessities in refers to the simplest, most essential sustenance. The context is to show how poor Olive is. Small, basic meal is all he gets, and it's given only so he won't look too hungry when arriving at the workhouse. This emphasize the neglect and currently of his upbringing.
The next is still binomial, life and death, chapter 35, page 235. Types anonymous binomial, meaning is a fixed pair of opposite words used together to emphasize extreme danger, seriousness, or situation where survival is uncertain. Context describe how close Rose was to dying during her illness. The phrase stresses how fragile her condition had been. She was balanced on the edge, with her fate uncertain, which made Harry fear deeply for her survival. Next. More and More, chapter 49, page 339. Types repetitive binomial, meaning increasingly or continuously growing over time. It emphasizes a steady rise in intensity or degree. Context to describe how the youth naval officer's affection for Oliver's father kept growing as he got to know him better. Their acquaintance deepened into true friendship, showing how strongly the father's good character impacted others. Next, the next is euphemism. One is passing away. Chapter 35, page 235. Type is euphemism. You can see in the screenshot in the right side. Meaning negative word from death. Context Harry Miley is confessing to Rose how terrified he was when she was extremely ill and close to death. He is passing away because he can't bring himself to say the harsh word dying. The euphemism shows his deep fear, emotional pain, and love for Rose. The entire speech expressed how we watch her grow weaker between life and death and how precious she is to him. Next, uh, the next is our conclusion for our presentation. Is this presentation explores how idioms, similes, binomials, and euphemisms enhance meaning in various novels. These figurative expressions help convey characters, emotions, strengthen vivid imagery, and deepen thematic elements in each narrative. By analyzing these devices, readers can uncover the author's intended messages, as well as the culture and emotional subtle subtleties embedded in the stories. The reason we focus on novels rather than short story is because we see that from the content of the novel is a book-length work of fiction, meaning it has a much higher word count than a short story. Uh, that's all from us. Thank you for your attention and see you to our next presentation.